We are here at 81 Davis Drive in Newmarket, Ontario, at Enter the Battlefield. Come to us for all of your D&D, MTG, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon needs. We are here doing Baldur's Gate 3 Tactician run. My name's Mariam, and we are actually doing a Dirge playthrough this time around. Evil Dirge. Let's see how well I can commit to doing evil things. Last session, I decided to multi-class, I believe, Paladin Sorcerer, if I'm remembering correctly. I guess we'll find out. Immediately upon multi-classing into Paladin, we came across Gale, who was in the portal, did a little daydream as Dirge, and unfortunately did cut off his hand and kill him in the process. Yes, so we're going to see if we can try to recover, get a couple more companions with us. Right now we've got, I believe, Astarion Shadowheart, and we've picked up Blazel since the beginning of the game. But yes, hopefully we shall see what happens this time around. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch, and if you're tuning in on YouTube, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and hit that little bell to be notified every time we put up a new post. Let's begin. We are starting with Korgana, a Tiefling Dirge, in Tactician mode at the very beginning. We have unfortunately been killed a couple of times from this game, and I have had to unfortunately reload because I did try to take on the little guys, the little brain guys, with just me and Shadowheart before I had multi-class into Paladin. Oh, and I forgot to mention, because I killed Gale, that was in violation of the Paladin Oath. The Paladin Oath Keeper did appear to me immediately and basically was like, next long rest, I have something to talk to you about, which is gonna be interesting. But yeah, sorry Gale. I do have his hand now with me. Which, you know, sorry about that. Let me see. I think we should hop back. I'm also going to, as soon as the option becomes available, i.e. as soon as we get Withers, we killed the Mind Flayer really quick. But as soon as we get Withers, I will, and get a little bit of chaos, I will be restatting my character. Because unfortunately, because I did take... Oh! It's happening. Alright. I didn't know it could happen from all the way back here. He still does not have Cunning Action. I think. Or I guess the 2 bonus actions that he normally has from Rogue. I don't think we can sneak attack. Okay. Let's just shoot an arrow, I guess. Not great. I have been finding this decently challenging. I do want to mention my favorite, probably my favorite companion in Baldur's Gate 3 is Karlach. Unfortunately, because I am Dirge, we may just sort of have to, you know, not have her this run. Oh, the damage output is really rough at these lower levels. It really is. Okay, good. We got rid of one enemy. Oh goodness. He's already quite low. Main hand attack. Let's do it. Very good. And then maybe should have a healing potion. I actually have this, or I guess I don't, but the store has these really cool dice that I'm looking to get. They're like lab dice. They come in like a little tube. reminds me of the little like healing potions. I think it's kind of fun. There's lots of really fun dice we have. We actually got some recently. We got some pride dice in recently, which is great. They're so cute. They're like nice silicone dice, and I think actually the company that puts them out makes them is doing like a promotional for the most part, where they are they're giving a percentage of the proceeds, percentage of the profits to a charity that is meant to support queer people, which is really cool. Nice. She's so mean in a way that I love early on in the game, Shadowheart. There are like certain mods that you can get that I think make the companions speak more often, which is pretty cool, pretty fun. Another dagger. Does Starion already have 2? No. Ta-da! Very nice. We're going to long rest for sure sometime soon because my character has no spell slots. Oh, I still have Lay on Hands? I still have Divine Sense? I guess breaking the Paladin Oath. You've broken your oath. Oh, a channel oath charges are the... So I guess if I tried to use this, nothing would happen. Let's see if Astarion can do a little bit of lock picking. I think he... How many kits does he have? Oh, just 1? Okay, I have another one, so maybe... Maybe. Also, I started building my commander deck today for Magic the Gathering. Commander format is, if you don't know, 100 card deck of unique cards. So basically, disappointing. Maybe inspiration. But it's a 100 card deck. You normally play against like 4 other people. Very nice. Okay. And each one of the cards has to be like a unique card. And you choose like a set of like 1 or 2 cards that is like your commander, and they sort of, you try to keep them on your board. At the top of your board for as long as possible. And my commander is Karlach. So that's pretty sick. The Baldur's Gate 3 MTG set that dropped is like, it's pretty cool. I really enjoy it. A lot of our favorite companions and characters are in it. Oh, this is gonna get us into combat for sure. Let's go back out. Let's do a little bit of...
There are traps.
Oh, good. We need potions of healing and trap disarm toolkits. But yes, my commander is Karlach, and she has a background, and those of you that play D&D would be familiar with backgrounds, give you certain boons, which is pretty sick. But I'm pretty big on D&D, even though I haven't been playing for that long compared to other many D&D players. Let's check out where on the map we are. Let's go back to Roadside Cliffs and keep moving north. Let's see if we can grab Lae'zel. I think she's somewhere north of here. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about my deck. I think I'm going to try to make it a little bit like tiefling heavy. I really like the fiery aesthetic. And here at the store, actually a lot of my pals have like a favorite like creature type. Thomas, one of my coworkers, is big on fairies and fae. And Wes is big on elves, which comes as no surprise to those that actually know Wes. Oh, there we go.
Zora was right. Yellow as a toad, twice as ugly.
That's me.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
Dimesa, watch out!
Shadowheart disapproves. She's all about conquest and stuff. Oh, we're not at the best position to be getting into combat right now, but it's fine. Maybe should have done a little bit of a short rest. I think I might not have a short rest in me though. Do some good combat. There is a very good build you can do for Astarion that actually focuses on range, and wow, I'm already at such low hit points. Wow, wow. Also, oh, it was a warlock that we multiclassed into. That's my bad. I thought that was be a little bit more thematic for Dirge.
Can't afford to let up.
The Dark Urge background.
Got to press on.
Or I guess it's the Haunted One background. Here's the thing. People love to hate on Shadowheart about how she can never hit. But when she hits, sometimes she delivers. Also, she's so useful at keeping your party alive. Clerics are sometimes not like necessary in many like D&D parties. Let's see if we can hide back here. I don't know if I can. But in Baldur's Gate 3, I find them to be incredibly useful and helpful. See, that was a good amount of damage output. Oh, I guess I could strike the bottom of the cage and maybe get Lae'zel in the initiative. That maybe might be good. Shall I? We're kind of all at low hit points, so this is a bit of a Hail Mary. Yes, okay. And then for sure I'll be having a health potion.
Protect me.
Let's do... Oh, fire bolts on a tiefling is maybe not the best idea. Oh, there's so much lower chance of working. It's okay. Yeah, okay, good. I maybe should have gotten Shadowheart to heal him, but it's maybe okay. It's maybe okay. Hopefully... See, that's what I didn't want to happen. It's okay, it's not the first time I've dropped, actually, and maybe it's time to end this combat and use those spell slots. Yeah, yes, Shadowheart, very good. And then let's do a healing word on... You know what? Astarion has to attack soonest, so maybe him. And then I can just be given the help action a little later. That was a miss, wasn't it? She's so far... Oh my goodness. I thought she was not going to be able to make that jump at all, but... Shout out Lae'zel. Also quite a useful companion. Very good. Okay. I can do...
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me. You do not have the authority. Defer to your leader.
Whoa. Sass.
No time to dally. They must have carried something
Is she still... She's still yellow. Not really sure. Do we have a short... Okay, we'll do short rest for sure. For a moment I thought I had used all of my short rest, but maybe not.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled, but the longer we wait, my people...
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness.
Yeah.
Don't let her take advantage.
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms.
Her comebacks
The
are
cure
really
I offer will
intense.
suffice as thanks.
I guess she's just a really intense character, but...
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The horned
The
ones
girls
mentioned
are
a camp.
fighting!
One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A creche must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
So I plan on playing as Evil Dirge.
Action.
But additionally, maybe eating some worms, eating some tadpoles, munching on tadpoles, which maybe makes it bad to be a mind flayer afterwards. I also found out that you can only use the tadpole powers to like pass a dialogue check like once per long rest, at least with the amount of tadpoles that I have, I guess. Which I did not know, because I did not, in my other playthroughs, I did not eat tadpoles. I'm wondering... I think I have proficiency in light armor. Might be good, might be better. Maybe? Yeah. Oh, maybe it's the same. Yeah, it's kind of the same. Astarion, I think, can put on some armor. Let's have a look. 14. Okay. It's the same. How useful. How useful to the party. Never mind. Also, I like to choose a set of companions to sort of stick with throughout the game. And then see what happens. Are we ready for...
We should check it out, but be careful.
Oh! Yes, I forgot that warlocks get their spell slots back after short rests. That's quite helpful. Good save. Come up here and trigger the cutscene.
Nobody gets in!
Eridan
Templar's orders!
stinks.
That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gates, Zevlor, now!
You let goblins here? Where is the druid?
I love the way he says
Please!
that.
There's no time!
Where is the druid?
The nine hells! Open the gates!
The scoring in this section is so good. I love how dramatic the music is. We actually, here at the store, we ran, I run a women's league for D&D. And we had our first event a little while ago. It went off pretty well. But actually, one of the DMs used some of the Baldur's Gate battle music as battle music for the one shot that she ran, which I thought was so cool and such a good idea. Provoke the blade.
And suffer its sting.
Iconic line from Will. Absolutely iconic. Oh wow, Astarion is very low in the initiative. Much lower than he normally rolls. His dex is normally pretty good, and Shadowheart normally rolls a lot worse.
Got to press on.
Oh, she does not have spell slots left. We may do a little bit of a baby reload. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. So the reason we're actually going to take out the goblins and like the warg in this battle, even though we're doing Evil Dirge, is because I don't believe like turning on Zevlor, Eridan, and the humans and Will at this point in the battle. Oh wow, we may really have to reload. But turning on them at that point in the battle just makes everybody in the battle hostile. It does not like turn the tides and make the goblins fight on your side, so it becomes a much tougher combat. So it's better to just like go in my opinion, or at least a little easier to go in, have a look, fight on the side of good, and then afterwards make your decisions. Okay, my traveler's chest is over there. We have not come across Scratch yet. Let's see if we can do a little long rest. Oh.
I want to have a word.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity. Be quick about your rest. We must locate a crash.
I love that this is like one of many long rests, and it triggers this dialogue.
A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance.
Alright.
Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell?
I also
Take your rest. I will stand watch.
I saw someone point out the fact that
tentacle split your skull. I will not hesitate to end you.
And I respect you for that. But I saw someone point out that Lae'zel actually does not have like slitted eyes like a cat, but Githyanki have like beaded eyes like a snake, which is pretty cool. Shadowheart also has
What were you
dialogue.
two talking about?
Oh. That's so rude.
I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel. She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable.
Hello.
I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us.
The dent in her bangs is
Best if
hilarious
we
to me.
focus on that.
Like, clearly it was animated with the circlet in mind. But even when she doesn't have it on, there's like a really defined line. So, yeah.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Maybe she cut them in her own bathroom. You know what? She would. She kind of would. Oh! Oh, it's the Oathbreaker! It's the Oathbreaker night!
I have been waiting for you. I felt the moment of your liberation. The shedding of your bond. You called to me. I am here to show you
Glowing
the way.
eyes. His voice is great.
A journey with no end, trodden only by the desperate and the damned. It is a path I have walked since the moment I fell. Now, you will walk it too, Oathbreaker. You swore to deliver vengeance, to hunt down those who had wronged, and ensure they felt the sting of justice. Tell me, why did you abandon your oath?
The way I don't have a good answer. Follow what was said. Tired of doctrine and dogma. Actions did have unexpected consequence. Well, I guess not my actions.
Cruelty need not conflict with purpose, and a shattered mind may yet uphold an oath.
True.
But you have fallen, and it seems you do not fully comprehend the reason why.
That's
Take comfort
interesting.
in your undoing. I, like you, abandoned my cause. But much can still be achieved. Your oath is broken. The light within you fades. A new power is awakening. Darkness will obey your summons.
I actually don't really know what the
March to you.
what the information around Oathbreaker is. I know it's a consequence of breaking one's oath,
Shadows gather around you.
and it's like it's still technically
They
an
sense
oath.
the cracks in your armor. They yearn to be used, to be inflicted.
Yeah.
I wielded the powers of darkness, yet held a candle for those who needed the light. My actions followed no teaching, apart from my own justification. Good or ill,
Yeah, you have like a
I
personal
made
moral
my
compass,
choices.
personal set of codes that you follow,
Eventually, I heard the call of others.
which technically still makes you lawful.
I showed them the way, as I show you now.
Okay.
Do not resist. Surrender and be remade.
I think I'm going to stink a little bit as a paladin right now because I did choose my stats off of warlock.
Born of a vile source. These powers
So my
can be
strength
used
is
for
not good.
or ill.
This is sick. I did not know that this was a
Your
cutscene.
oath no longer binds you. The choice is yours alone.
I think this will be quite good for Dirge, but I don't know if it will last. I'm not sure what the consequences are of, like, just sort of doing whatever you want. Target takes 1 to 4 necrotic damage each turn, and attack rolls against it have advantage. That's pretty good. Okay. Got some headway. I think there might be another Dirge cutscene happening pretty darn soon. I just went to look for Gale's tent and I realized that he's not. Oops. Oh, my spell slot's back.
I'm ready.
Mm.
Onward in her name. Let's move.
Okay. Yeah, maybe she did cut her bangs with the sword. Just do some camp. But that's 80? What? I did not know this about Tactician. In the lower difficulty levels, it's only 40 camp supplies. But in Tactician, it's 80? I did not know that. That really changes things, I think. That makes things quite difficult.
Mind my step.
So, oh, interesting. No dirge cutscene. You know what I might do? I may deal with the like withers and like that sort of whole combat and interaction first. And just like resolve some of that so that I can get the respecking ability. And then I can respec and then I can be ready for the camp one. But I guess it kind of depends on like what you think is easier. It's not... Oh, I like that it's just... The trap bit is it's just floating. But yes. I'm gonna go in... trying to think. I wonder...
You!
Oh.
Not another step, hear me?
Oh, he's been eating... He's been eating
Got
tadpoles.
company up
The
here.
veins? I didn't know that.
What's this then? Trying to creep around us and loot the
But he
crypt?
didn't eat as many
Not
tadpoles, maybe?
happening. Or is it the ship you're after? Don't matter either way. It's ours. All of it.
Do a little bit of a charisma check. The question that we've been liking to ask people so far is if you were in the world of D&D. So a lot of people don't necessarily have classes in the world of D&D, like they're sort of regular people. But if you were to have a class in D&D, you as a person, what would it be, ideally, and then what would it be more accurately?
Well, in that case...
I think I would have liked
come on,
to
you lot.
be
No point in getting killed. Second worm gets
maybe
the
a
cheese and all.
wizard.
Second mouse gets the cheese.
But
no?
probably, ideally,
Nobody's
I think I would have been
getting
like
any damn cheese.
barbarian.
Now move it.
It would have been quicker to kill them.
It would have been quicker to kill them, but... Actually, I don't know that it would have been quicker to kill them. Yes, let's go camp supplies. We are trying to open anything and everything for camp supplies. We can enter through, but I think we take fall damage, and we are going to try to take as little damage as possible that we don't need to take. Oh wait, I think there's actually a chest around here with like some good stuff in it. Let's try to find that first to see if maybe that will be a little bit helpful. But yeah, I think I would have liked to be a wizard, but I think actually, like in the game and practically, wizards kind of expensive. Like there's a reason they're always like in the big towers stereotypically, I think, because being a wizard can get pretty expensive. Like the way that you learn new spells, you have to shell out a good amount of gold pieces to do it. So I think it really depends. Okay, I thought there was a shovel back here, but I guess there's not. I'm excited to get into some of the companion backstories. Astarion is Baldurian. And I really like that in any point during the game you can just choose that your background is also Baldurian, which is kind of fun. But also you can give like many non-Baldurian answers, and then mid-game just like, I'm Baldurian. Let's see, I might just attack this door, honestly. Oh wow, that was bad. That was not great. I guess we have a hand axe now. Is that better? Nope. It's that strength. It's that lack of strength, I think, that we got is not doing us many favors. Let's do a bit of a lockpick. With Astarion, I like to switch them around for the abilities just because, oh, I guess it's only a 7, but just don't roll a nat one. Okay, very nice. I'm I'm trying to think if I have any like good like Nat 1 or Nat 20 stories. Playing D&D in real life.
Nothing will stand in my way.
And I think this is Hi Alyssa, welcome to chat. Thanks for coming and joining us. No worries. We started a little late anyway.
Where do I go from here?
But yes, I'm trying to think. I don't know that the dice rolls have made an impression on me as much as like big events. So actually, during one of the long-term campaigns that I was playing in, I was playing a Lion Shifter Barbarian for like the first like 10 levels. Shifters are really fun, actually. I personally think they're really fun. But there's not as much stuff with a shifter. Like, you can't fully transform into the animal as a shifter. Nice, we did not take a lick of damage, which is great. I'm gonna take the short sword for sure. Time to switch out my man-hand weapon. But yes, and I was very new to D&D at the time, so I didn't like have much knowledge about like the nuances and like multi-classing and things like that. And multi-classing was very intimidating to me as a player in the beginning. And then by the time we got like sort of near to the end, I didn't know how close to the end we were, obviously, because that's very privileged information at the table. I feel like that's something normally only your DM knows. Players might have like an idea of it. But I respec. Oh yes, God of Death. Maybe. Unknown. But yes, I was respecing my character leading up to the final moments or the final sessions of the campaign, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make him a fighter. He's gonna learn battle master maneuvers. I took like 5 levels of fighter, which is normally, I personally think it's a really good idea, almost always, to multi-class your barbarian after level 5. Unless you work out some homebrew stuff with your DM, because I find that Barbarian becomes a little bit underwhelming levels 5 onwards, and the cool stuff that you get becomes a little bit more like few and far between. Oh, I blocked the doorway. No. Let's see if he can jump. But yes, multi-classed into fighter, battle master as the subclass, and just put a lot of like research and effort into trying to like make the damage output really high.
How'd you get past Andor? Back off.
And then I didn't even get to use those stats because 2 of my fellow like players had planned to make potions of enlarging and inject my character with it. I am still playing Tactician. I found out actually that long rests in Tactician are 80. Like, you know how normally it's like 40, like, and 40 is like 1 supply pack. 40 is still 1 supply pack, but instead of only needing 40 to do a long rest, I now need 80. Which is going to be interesting, especially with spell slots. I'm kind of wondering where the other combatants are. Yeah. Normally this... not that I'm complaining. Please don't send them in. But normally in this combat, I feel like there's like 3 or 4 other combatants in this room. Maybe I'm misremembering. But yeah, 2 potions of enlarging. So I went from a medium creature to, I believe, what is considered a gargantuan creature. And they had not coordinated, so neither of them knew they were doing this. And one of them turned my character into a massive, essentially a kaiju. Which is sick. And I got like a breath weapon and special claw attacks. But it also made it so that Miss. Oh, there are the other combatants. Whoops. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, I should have shut up. I should not have said anything. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Her name is Mari. I've killed Mari, and my name is Mari. Have you seen that thing on TikTok that is at the Game Forge where you turn a druid into the owlbear and then you drink a potion? Yes, you drink a potion of enlarge, I believe, or you have like enlarge cast on you, a wizard cast enlarge on you, and then you drink a potion of featherfall, and then you jump from the top rope and essentially destroy the Grimforge, and you jump on the Grimforge and he dies in like one shot. Yeah, I've seen it. It's really, really cool. It's really, really cool for that one combat, and I might have to have like one of the druids with me and like slide that combo in, because that combat is so difficult to me. I played it on like, I played this game on like the easiest mode, and I still found it very stressful. But we shall see what happens, I suppose. Oh, not enough movement to rush. Okay. I love some of the combos that people do. People get so creative with this game, and I'm always so impressed with them. Let's get Lae'zel a little closer, actually. I don't think she can do anything from where she's at, but I'm scared to have her step in oil because I think one of them has an arrow of fire. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Let's finish this. Have to keep going.
I'm trying to save some of the spell slots for a little fight I know is probably gonna happen a little later on in the same location. That is maybe a little bit harder due to some nasty spell effects. I don't think he can hide behind anything right now. Let's have him dash. And then get within melee. I don't have enough, but he's right up to it. That's annoying. That's fine. Okay. Maybe it's time to use that arrow of roaring thunder. Okay, they saved. That's too bad. I'm trying to think of like some other combos that people thought. Oh, there was, I knew that was coming. There was somebody else. See you later, Alyssa. There was somebody else that had a really cool build for an Eldritch Blast Gatling gun, where the goal was just to get to be able to find out how many Eldritch Blast you could cast in a single turn, both with like multiple spell attacks, like multiple cantrip actions, like multiple actions available to you to cast the cantrip, but also to see like there are certain items in the game that allow you to cast Eldritch Blast like with more than one missile, but then there's also other abilities that I've seen. Oh, that was quite good. That was quite good. Let's see what she's got. Nothing that good. Okay. Let's do a healing word to our boy Astarion. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was quite impressive. The Eldritch Gatling gun. I normally in D&D, ever since I played the Barbarian Fighter, for such a long time, I don't do melee. Oh, that was a little bit devastating. Okay. I don't play melee classes as much. Because I tend to get a little bit bored. Oh, I think that was Astarion. That was Gronin. Okay. I'm really looking forward to Mass Healing Words. I also may potentially be underleveled for this, but I don't know how that is supposed to work with, goodness, Tactician Run. I think you just tend to level up much slower in Tactician, because by this point, I think we are all still like level 2, and by this point, I don't think on the lower levels you could have done everything that I've done and not made it to level 3 at the very least. I feel like I had like the subclass abilities by this point, which is interesting. I also want to talk a little bit about that it's always upsetting to waste a spell slot, you know. But experience point play versus that was great, that pull. Oh, come on. Another death? Oh, come on. Was it really that bad? Oh, the Gronin is so bad. Oh, I should probably almost definitely have a potion of healing. I'm probably doing so bad at resource management. Hands off. Girl, you have to share. You simply must share. We are a team. But I personally think experience point play can get a little dicey. Because I feel like it encourages players to sort of go off on their own, which is fine if that's what you're doing, like if the rest of your party is cool with it, but I find that leads to a lot of like unnecessary conflict within D&D parties. To have like one player be like going off killing goblins for the XP and then coming back like level 7, and it makes things a little bit difficult, I feel like, for dungeon masters to make like properly leveled enemies, because then you're dealing with people that have vastly different stats and abilities. So I prefer milestone leveling, both as a dungeon master and also as a player. I am missing an awful lot this combat. That is a little upsetting. Let's see if we can lacerate. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, Shadowheart used all her spell slots. Whoops. That's a little bit on me. Hopefully she doesn't fall. Very nice. Okay. Oh, I have 2 successes. Okay, that's good. Oh, no. Okay, crit. Very good. So no other heals. And she's not a life domain cleric yet, which means my options are limited. Ooh, score mini. Oh, almost bumped the mic. Thank you, Dave. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try not to eat into the mic. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is also a really good way to learn about battle tactics in D&D. Because you really get to see it, like, when you're controlling every character, the minimal distance of clerics, and also the fact that they need to stay in the middle or else certain people go down and you really need them to stay up. And yes, your melee casters are a little bit more hardy. And so she could stay back with the rest of the distance people. But that's not always the right move, because your melee people still take damage, and they're still going to be facing, or they should at least be facing, the toughest enemies. Am I dead? I think I might just have to use my Shadowheart's action to bring me back up. I can't be using Scrolls of Revivify this early. I'm not even sure if we... Oh, great. We do have 4. Which isn't too bad, but I'm trying to avoid using them right now. I personally think, like, joke builds tend to be really fun. Like, I'm just thinking of it because of the improv melee weapon. But, Tavern Brawler. It's not necessarily seen to be, like, the strongest barbarian build. But... thank goodness. Okay, love that spell so much. Hopefully she crits. Nope. Okay. Just in case he makes a save next turn, we'll take the potion of healing now. But yes. Tavern Brawler. It focuses on, like, improvised melee weapons. And you can deal, like, more damage with improvised melee weapons, and it can be a really, really cool build.
I am fury. I am death. What should I do? Survival is all that matters.
Oh, goodness. If we can get Shadowheart to hit... I don't know if it's too risky, because if she does not hit, Astarion may die. So she could just help him up. But if he strikes Lae'zel and he rolls well, then Lae'zel may die. Okay, that was the right move. Let's get our boy back up, and let's immediately take a short rest, because that was more than brutal. Get the kits to Astarion. Let's give it to Lae'zel, since she's melee. I want to talk a little bit about the voice acting work as well in Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's really, really phenomenal, which, shocker, so does everybody else. I think it's... Let's just kill her really quick. Yeah, that's great. Just a little cantrip murder really quickly. But I think it's really fun, and I think it's quite encouraging for, like, new players, because I know that a lot of people... This came up a lot during, like, Women's League that we host here. And we're having actually a D&D meet and greet soon. I believe June 4th? I might have the date a little bit wrong. It's on a Tuesday. And events and stuff, you can check them out on our website, enterthebattlefield.ca. We have tons of really cool events there coming up, and the meet and greets are for D&D are totally free. We normally have like the first hour to talk to each other and like talk a little bit of D&D, talk not D&D, totally up to you. No hard and fast rules, right? And then after that, we tend to run a series of one-shots with our wonderful in-house DMs and a bunch of volunteers from the community, which I think is really fun. Oh yeah, it opens the door, doesn't it? But yes, it came up during the first meet and greet for Women's League that I ran recently, that a lot of them were really intimidated by doing D&D until they played Baldur's Gate 3, which I think is really, really cool. And I think that's a really fun avenue to begin with. A lot of people really struggle with the improvisational part of D&D. You know, you sort of have to think on your feet. But I think that teaches you like a lot of really fun skills. And the thing that I was going to mention was that people do like character voices now. And I think it's really cool and really fun to see like people like trying to emulate things that they would otherwise be intimidated by just because they had access to this wonderful game that made them a little bit more open. And I think one of the best things you can do is kill the part of yourself that cringes and just try new things and not be too embarrassed to like test out character voices and practice your accents and things like that. And I always thought that was really fun. All right, we're in a bit of a crypt here. I'm mentioning a lot of D&D media, and the way that I actually got into D&D was through actual play. I used to watch quite a bit. I still mostly do, actually, watch actual play D&D content. And the first, I believe, actual play content that I watched beginning to end was Dungeons and Daddies, which is a podcast. Which is really, really cool. It's about, it's set in the Forgotten Realms, which is an established like D&D setting, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, which, fun fact, MTG, Magic the Gathering, there's another set called Adventures of the Forgotten Realms, which is the D&D set, as well as Baldur's Gate, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm hoping to use a couple of the cards in there in my new deck. There's also it also has a commander set. So there's the regular Adventures of the Forgotten Realms and then Adventures of Forgotten Realms Commander, which I think is pretty... Oh, I don't want to cast it right now. Which I think is pretty cool. But yes, let's just pick up. That's... Maybe Shadowheart would be a good person to give protection for evil and good too. It's quite dark. I kind of can't see anything on this half of the screen. But yes, Adventures of Forgotten Realms Commander. But yes, the podcast is set in the Forgotten Realms. And it's about a bunch of dads from our world that get stranded in the Forgotten Realms, which I thought was such a cool and creative idea for a D&D game. And Anthony Birch, who is the DM for the game, is quite skilled, and it tends to be, it's very, very goofy, and I don't necessarily recommend it to people who want like really high fantasy. It's pretty like low fantasy setting. But I just love it. I think the character development that happens throughout the podcast is very compelling. And if you're somebody who likes like jokes, and you don't mind it not being too serious, like if you don't need everything to be your critical role, I think that's a great thing to check out, especially if it'll make you less shy about trying D&D one-to-one with people in real life. I might have to take another short rest just because Astarion is a melee character and he still only has like quite low in hit points. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I wonder what was so subversive about their words that they commanded protection.
Let's get going.
That's a good question. Okay.
Be on my way. Open up.
But I think, yes, a lot of things that are like, I think it's really cool that there is actual play now that makes people interested in D&D. I think it's a really wonderful game, and improv it's a dying skill. I think a lot of people cringe at the thought of it now, but I think it's actually really useful to be able to do that. I think it makes you a better conversationalist. I think it makes you a little bit funnier. Like yes-anding is really fun, and you know, I feel like everybody, like, you know, has bits that they do with their friends and does yes-anding with their friends. But I think
Scribe of the dead.
Circle.
Didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
But I think it's really cool and actually kind of important to have or to be willing to sort of yes-and people that you don't know as well, or it just makes you a little bit more comfortable. And personally, I've seen a lot of people like really grow in their confidence after playing D&D, because it puts you on the spot in a lot of ways, but it puts you on a spot in a way you're sort of establishing a character, so it doesn't have to feel like as personal or as personally embarrassing as a lot of people, I think, navigate life through. Like, I think the lens can be a little bit more general. Ooh, too surprised by withers.
Hell, something just woke up down here.
I should have separated us out a little bit, because now the melee is gonna be kind of rough. Oh, let's come actually right here, and then maybe he can hide.
I'll do it my way.
Okay, amazing, amazing. Very good. Oh, they have so much health. That is concerning, but maybe that's a bonus, because maybe we get to level up after this. And I forgot that Shadowheart does not have, like, any hit points, which is great. Or sorry, no spell slots. She has good hit points.
Nothing important is ever easy. With haste.
Let's see. Should I use my spell slot? But then it won't come back. I'm really excited to get access to, like, Divine Smite and Paladin spell slots. But that shall not happen quite yet. Let's just do some Eldritch Blasting. Yes.
Make way.
I wonder if I can hamstring shot, even though they don't have... Okay, maybe they maybe they have hamstrings. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. But I guess they don't have hamstrings, but they can be hamstringed. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. This is really weird the way fog cloud works, because we are, like, blinded, but they can see us. It's sort of, I don't know. Let's come, like, right here. Yeah. Let's see if we can move Lae'zel to get, like, right up in his business as well. Right here, and then attack, and then maybe pummel strike. Miss. Okay, and then we can get Astarion to do sneak attack damage. Good. And then maybe dash and come right up in this guy's business. Astarion is such a good character. Like, Rogue is a wonderful class to play. Rogues and bards, I find, are very interesting and very...
I won't give in.
like, very...
What path lies before me?
I don't want to say overpowered, because I don't think they're overpowered, but I do think with a lot of stuff, they put you on sort of a different plane than many other classes in D&D. And what is it? There's a rogue ability at higher levels called Reliable Talent. That's what it is. You can't roll, like, lower than... You can basically take, like, a failed roll, but I think it has to be of a certain type. Like, I think you have to choose the skill, and you can't roll lower than a 10 on the die, and then you add your modifiers. Ooh, that's gnarly. Okay. That's also quite gnarly. This is a little bit upsetting. Okay! She killed him. That's great. Let's see if... Yes! Yes! Very good! I don't know why it used... I'm gonna change... There should be, like, a way to turn off his, like, bonus action. I guess it's not here. I don't know what's happening. Sneak attack, crit. Choose whether reaction triggers automatically. Sneak attack, crit. I think ask for this one, maybe? I'm not really sure, because now I can't have a healing potion, and I'm worried he's going to drop in the next round. Can Shadowheart reach that skeleton with any spells? No. Okay. Okay, in that case, let's just run up here. And maybe do a dash action, and then we can maybe make it a little closer, and then in the next...
Never a dull moment.
Turn around.
Have to keep going.
We can do something else. The issue with some of the abilities I have, like Bone Chill, and right now my Paladin stuff, Spiteful Suffering does necrotic damage, and I'm fighting undead, so a little bit of a downside.
Heal them. Heal them.
Heal them. Heal them. Oh, no more potions of healing. Okay. Let's do... What if I do a rush attack? Not enough movement? Ray of Frost stinks. Fine, let's do an arrow. Okay! Good. Nice. And we use our short rests, so we're gonna try not to use Action Surge, but honestly we might just have to use Action Surge and try to find a way to take another long rest. Man, Tactician mode is crazy, you guys. Okay, let's do a dash. And hopefully he hits, and if he doesn't, we may die. Yes! Okay. Let's come over here with Shadowheart, and then that reduced movement speed for clerics, man. It is a bit of a nerfer. Oh, I forgot she has Turn Undead. I'm so dumb. It's actually so useful during this fight.
No choice but to keep
It
going.
actually is incredibly useful to have during this fight. That was amazing. Yeah, we used both of our short rests, but that means that now... Did we already do the looting? Oh, I guess not. Not to everybody. Scimitar could be cool, just for... It's gonna do the same amount of damage, but... I can do a wield. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I also really like the aesthetic of the scimitars, the, like, curved tips. we're not going to stop to rest, but that's very nice of you. Sorry, Shadowheart.
Better not be cursed.
Let's push this button. Wonder what this does.
It won't move.
Oh yeah.
A lot of effort to hide.
Our boy Withers.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? An arbiter of certain matters.
There's a lot of theories that circulate Withers.
Wilt thou answer my question?
He's kind of an,
So, I ask again, what is
a
the
very
worth
mysterious
of a
figure
single
throughout the entirety of the game. Blood calls me to heart. No one.
At this particular junction, perhaps that is not so far from the truth.
That's quite interesting.
Very well.
I think no matter what you say, I think he is satisfied as long as you don't, like, attack him.
We have met, and I know
But
thy
maybe...
face. We
No,
will
maybe we
see
won't
each other
attack him
again
this
at
playthrough.
the
I know
proper
he is...
time and place.
I'm not really sure what happens if you attack him.
Farewell.
I don't know that I've seen anyone do it, watching playthroughs and things like that. But let's save.
Comes a token.
Great. Who got inspiration? Me? Oh, me. Unfamiliar familiarity. I really liked the photo they chose for Dirge. I also thought it was interesting that it wasn't the Dragonborn, which is odd. But yeah, okay. Let's take a little break. Thank you guys for watching and playing along with me this far. Again, we are here at Enter the Battlefield Newmarket, 81 Davis Drive. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Thanks for engaging on Twitch. And come back in about 5 minutes to watch me continue my Baldur's Gate 3 Tactician run. And talk a little bit more D&D shop. Maybe I'll have some special guests come back after a little break. But yes, we shall see. We shall see. Baldur's Gate 3 Tactician run. Signing off for about 5 minutes, and I'll